Alrighty. Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out here teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, and to the Bayashah Dabbadah, the house of David. This is Men of Valor Las Vegas Camp. Through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to go ahead and get into camp. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true children of Israel. All right, you so-called you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, whose father's line goes back. All right, salvation belongs unto the nation of Israel, no other nation. It doesn't belong to the Chinese. It doesn't belong to the Ethiopian. It doesn't belong to the African. It doesn't belong to the white man. Salvation belongs unto Israel. All right, if your father goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, all right, go ahead. Already starting. These demons already starting today. This is First Peter 4:17.
And it reads, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High."
God. So the time has come that judgment, all right, is going to begin at the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that the world ignorantly calls God, all right, his name is Yahweh, and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, all right, is Yahweh Shai, all right? So the time of judgment is now. That's why you're seeing all this stuff happening in the world. You're starting to see more car crashes, all right? You're starting to see more so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans die, especially these wicked-ass stars. All right, you've had an abundance of these false idols. All right, because essentially that's what these so-called men and women are. All right, in this society. All right, that are mega stars. All right, whether they be your Kobe Bryants or they be your 21 Savage or Juice WRLD, whoever. All right, all of them are false idols. Okay.
Right, you're saying a lot of judgment fall upon the women right now.
God.
Whether they getting shot, through a domestic violence, a domestic dispute, or they taking themselves out because they're depressed. You've had a couple recently in the news. You've had a couple, just a couple months ago, two, I think they're a Judite, woman, jumping off the one in New York, jumped off her balcony, and then another one I think down in Florida.
That was Miss
Universe,
right? So they had some type of stature, but that's why I like the worldly things. They don't get you nowhere because our people are lost and confused of who they are or what they're really supposed to be. And going against that, brings them this. They're in that gross darkness.
Right, that delusion. All right. Hey, matter of fact, pull Deuteronomy 11, 26, 27. Deuteronomy 11 should be 26, 27, 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 11, or 11 and 28. 11 and 26. Deuteronomy 11 and 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. 27. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, your power, which I command you this day. And a curse if you will not obey the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, your power, but turn aside out of the way which I commanded you this day to go after other gods, which ye have not known.
So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been bought with a price. All right, you are the chosen children of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so these curses, when we entered into that covenant, that what the world knows as the 10 Commandments, all right, the commandments were given unto the nation of Israel. And being that they were given to us, we had to abide by those rules. Being that we did not, the clause in the contract said what? That we would have to have a gift and a curse. All right. it would end up a curse if we did not obey the law, statutes, and commandments, such as the judgment starting in the house of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, we're coming to the end of our punishment. All right, but with it, what is it? Yeah, when you get off when you're about to get off a punishment, if you ever got a whooping or you ever been grounded, all right, the anticipation for that last day or two is always like, oh man, I'm about to get off. I'm about to be able to go back outside. All right, so you're getting excited, but in return, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, with this last little bit of punishment, the judgment's gonna go out because we were still acting up on punishment. All right, so Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to give us that one last ass whoop. Abaratazah, that's not us. All right?
You know, you think about it, you waiting to get off that punishment, but then if you mess up right before you was about to get off, you know, what's going to happen?
You're going to be punished again.
Yeah, you might even get it worse. You know, and Israel, you know, as a nation, been fucking up. All right, so this ain't the first time.
Right.
You know, this is our last time we have, and you know, the prophets on the street corners, you know, we're going around telling everybody to get right as a whole, you know, mainly for the elect of Israel, you know, so we can get up on out of here.
Sure. All right, because this is only pertains, all right, to the nation of Israel. All right, it's not about anybody else. All right, the other nations will be in subject and they will learn the law, statutes, and commandments when the Israelites are in rule. All right, when Babylon, aka Rome 2.0, aka America, all right, is done away with. All right, and it will be done away with thermonuclear fire. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, is he done?
Yeah, he was done with that.
Now, this is 1 Peter 4:17. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?"
What should be the end of them that don't obey the gospel? All right. So what should be the end of them? Those children that disobeyed, once again, about to get off of being grounded. All right. You got a physical whooping at first. All right. And then you got grounded. So how much more is you going against your parents this time? All right. Going against your Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. How much more of that ass whooping is going to make sure that it sticks in? Fool me once, fool me twice, and won't be a third time. All right. This is the last ass whooping, and that last ass whooping is thermonuclear fire, which 2/3 of our own nation, all right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will perish. Will perish because you don't want to hearken unto the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Go in on this too. You know, this also applies to those of you who woke up to the truth, you know, but are still you know, dealing with wickedly. You know, that the house of Saul, so to speak. You know, those other camps, you know, that you know, going off on doctrine. All right.
But it's, you know, Slaki, essentially, you Israelites that are of the house of Saul, all right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai made you that way. All right. It's about Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's will and order. All right. His order to make you go off. All right. He gave you the opportunity. All right, but you were subject unto creation. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 18 says, "And the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?"
If the righteous shall scarcely be saved. All right. Scarcely. Scarcely is like you're about to get in a car accident and 34 centimeters away, you turned your wheel 34 centimeters and you ran into the curb instead of hitting a 18-wheeler head on. All right, that's scarcely. This is how Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to save his elect. All right, when that thermonuclear bomb, all right, when those ICBMs are dropping, and that heat is falling down, and it is falling upon your skin right when you start to feel it. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to save you if you be of his elect number. All right? Anybody want to pull Zechariah?
Going to that word scarcely, it means to harden.
Right.
So that's that being tried in the fire. Because we're being hardened to the want and the and disconnecting ourselves from this world. We're unconforming to this world.
Sorry.
We are not of this world.
So,
But we're being hardened through that daily judgment, and those trials that Yahweh Shem Shai, that refining process.
oh, got it? Zechariah 13. 8.
Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in the land, said Yahweh Shem Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
2 parts shall be cut off there and die. All right, 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans will be cut off and die. And die. All right? And it is only about the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. If your father's line goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, 2/3 of our own people will perish. All right, here in the lands of America. All right, this place is going to be wiped off the face of the earth. All right, nothing is going to be able to, no one's going to be able to abide here. This place will be a memorial. All right? But, go ahead.
Zechariah 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Shem Shai is my power.
So, Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, the people shall say, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will call on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey, either whether you want to or not, all right, whether you want to or not, you are already programmed to call on his name. But you don't understand it right now, all right, because you're being blocked. And you're being blocked because you're that generation who said during his crucifixion, let his blood be upon us and our children's children's children. All right? So Yahweh Shem Shai, you being the wicked ass 2/3 Jakes that you are, all right? You being that wicked ass 2/3 Jake, hey, he obliged you. All right, he obliged you and made sure that he did what you asked. All right, you can't say Yahweh Shem Shai is not just. He gave you everything you fucking asked for. All right, and you're gonna know death by pain, by thermal nuclear fire. ICBMs dropping in specially for you, tailor-made.
You want to grab it for actually? Start at normal here. This is Psalms 37 and 9. It says, "For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be."
The evildoers shall be cut off. All right, the evildoers, you who do wickedly. All right, first and foremost, the nation of Israel, of you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, whether you be man, woman, or child. All right, killing your own brother, selling drugs. All right, to your own community. All right, stealing. All these abominable acts, adultery, idolatry. All right, all this shit that Jake does, running into folly. If you see a fight on the street, all right, you want to be over in there instigating the shit. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Keep your ass moving. All right, but you want to instigate a fucking fight. The fight you should be instigating is the spiritual fight against these devils. All right, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, but you fight with him through the scriptures. Through the scriptures. That's how you fight with this devil at this time. Until Yahweh Shem Shai rises us up to the prey. Go ahead.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Right, you shall be in pitiful case. A pitiful case because you do not want to listen. You are sadists. You are sadists children. All right? You're dumb. The only thing you fucking want to do is fuck, drink, smoke, rob, steal, kill after your father. All right? You want to be in this world and live the pleasures and the ways of this world. You don't care about anything else. You only care about getting the fucking bag and fucking with that bad bitch. All right? Who's really a stank ass hoe. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Verse 11.
Just because you have received the benefits, just because you drive a Mercedes-Benz, just because you got a nice job, just because you got a good-looking woman, all right? She's a 10 out of a 10. All right, on the physical scale, she's a 10 out of a 10, and you got guys gawking at her. All right, just because you got all that, you think Yahweh Shem Shai is dealing with you. All right, but you're set up for a pitiful case. You're getting your reward on this side.
Consolation. You've already received your consolation. You know, we don't want our consolation on this side. We want to lay our treasures up in heaven.
You know, where you know the riches in heaven, you know, are tenfold.
God,
You know,
hey, Yahweh Shem Shai, he will repay you 100-fold. All right, 100-fold is what you're gonna get back. All right, for hearkening unto Yahweh Shem Shai, humbling yourself. He did this for his nation. His nation. He didn't do it like Esau, Edom did. All right, he's not even he doesn't even have his whole nation. All right, there's a specific few at the top, and just a handful. All right, that don't receive the benefits of his kingdom right now, Slakia, of his queendom. Right, but Yahweh Shem Shai is going to make sure that his whole nation has these devils underfoot, that receives the promises in the fatness of the land, where your children don't have to worry, where you don't have to worry. You can be at rest. You won't go off, and you will be perfect. Even the 2/3 when they come back through the loins of the elect. All right.
Part of those benefits also is of the 2/3, that they're Israelites,
and that they're going to benefit from that in the kingdom, even though they don't adhere to anything that we saying, and they act and present themselves as demons.
You have
wild grapes.
Verse 11. And they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Hey, Yahweh Shem Shai. Slakia. Yahweh Shem Shai is a just power. He is just. All right, they are just in their judgments. He has given you time. He's long suffering. All right, long suffering has given you time after time after time after time. Time after time to hearken unto his word, to come back, to obey the law, statutes, and commandments, to humble yourself, repent. Say, you know what? Say, you know what, Yahweh Shem Shai, I'm a fuck up. It was on us. It was on me. I didn't know I did it wrong. Or I did know. You have to first accept your guilt. You have to come humble. All right?
Verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain.
But you will know it. All right? If you choose not to humble yourself down to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, you're gonna know death by pain. All right? You're gonna know one way or another, whether it be you die by the sword, whether you die by thermonuclear fire, for you double wicked ass Jakes, all right? With the fucking wicked of the wicked ass Jakes. All right? You're gonna die by thermonuclear fucking fire. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is gonna torment you all the way until the very end. All right? Then he's gonna burn you up like fucking Sarah Connor on Terminator 2. You're gonna get burnt the fuck up. And you think it's just gonna be quick. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is gonna stretch that shit out.
Verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said, don't be curious about how the wicked are gonna be punished. All right? Jake, and that's one of the things Jake focuses on. Jake focuses on, hey, what happened to that dude? What's happening over there? All right? Hey, is that person get their ass whooped? That's a judgment. That's a punishment from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And that's just low level. What's happening over there? No, what you should be worried about is getting and receiving this word. All right, so you don't get burnt up in thermonuclear fire. So you can escape. So you don't have to experience that second death. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans walk around unaware. You don't give a shit about anything. You believe your life is yours.
So I said, work out your own salvation.
You said you have 4 already pulled, so.
Yeah. Yeah, let me grab this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes
8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
God, because you didn't receive that judgment right away, expediently. All right? You're set. Oh man, I gotta wait with it this time. Well, shit, we just keep it pushing. I'll just do it again. All right, doesn't matter. Yeah, so what? I fucked my brother's wife. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, she gonna let me do it again too. Oh yeah, I robbed that person. I keep on getting away with it. I done got bags on top of bags. All right. Just because your wickedness, all right, you haven't received a judgment for your wickedness, it's only so Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai can find you guilty and that you have no way to turn. You can't turn to the left. You can't turn to the right. You can't turn back around. There's no 360. All right. You got to face front and keep on going through that gate. Everybody's walking. All right. Everybody's walking on the path. Now, will you go straight on that path or will you detour, go left, go right? All right. Is it a saddleback for people who camp out there? Is it a saddleback or a switchback trail? All right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai says go through the straight gate. All right, but you want to take every which way around thinking, you know what, I'm just going to find this fucking shortcut over here. I'm just climb through this bush.
hard-headedness of our people.
God. You're a stiff neck.
Second Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
God, having itching ears. Hey, you like those teachers who keep on telling you smooth things. You like those teachers who keep on telling you that, you know what, everybody's going to be saved. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed Labrador, all right, is going to pass out sunshine and rainbows and flowers. And everybody's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. All right, the rapture is coming and we are all God's people. All right, you a damn lie. You a damn lie. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not coming for you fucking heathens. All right? And when I say heathens, I'm talking about all you, the 2/3, the so-called white man, the so-called Chinese man. All right, all you fucking heathens. If your father's line doesn't go back to the so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, all right, the seed of your father, you are a fucking heathen. Period, point blank. All right? You could be a speckled bird, all right, but a speckled bird or a Gentile foreigner goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. There's no other way. Salvation does not belong to anybody else. Time after time, you fucking devils keep on, oh, everybody can be saved. Oh, no, no, no. If everybody could be saved, why does Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have a special people?
Verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables.
2/3 of our people turn their ear. They want to be Baptist. All right. They want to be Mormon. They want to be apostolic. They want to be Buddhist. All right. They want to be Muslim. The water. All right. They want to be everything but who they truly are. It might be for these 2/3 is too much responsibility. There's too much accountability in being a man or a woman of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You are held responsible. All right? You are held responsible for everything you do. You don't want to accept the responsibility because you're just a low-level fucking Jake. All right? If you want to be somebody and truly be something, all right, return back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Call on your power. Repent. Repent from your sins. That's how you're somebody. At least gives you a fighting chance. But right now, you are fucking dead.
This is going to be Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people. So I'm sorry, 8. It says, now go, write it in the book. Now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Tell me it's okay. Tell me it's okay to eat shrimp. Tell me it's okay to eat lobster. Tell me it's okay. Tell me that everything's gonna be all right. No, it's not gonna be all right. You're gonna die. Die by thermonuclear fucking fire. It is not okay. All right, this is the message. The message is that you are fucked up. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is coming and you are doing unrighteous deeds. You choose to continue to be. All right, you want to be everything. You want to be everything and everyone but the children of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is vexing. Day in and day out. All right, and we ultimately know it's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai who's chose you for that position. But Abaratazah, that position is not for us. All right, that we continue in the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Salakia, read that again.
Isaiah 30 and 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
You don't want to hear the judgments. You don't want to hear what's about to happen. How about Shem Yahushai has got everything set up? Everything, hey, if you read the scriptures, everything's going according to plan. Everything is right on schedule, according to plan. All right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is a mastermind. He is a master chess player. You want to continue to live in this, but here it is. We're hearing wars and rumors of wars. Earthquakes in diverse places. There was just a earthquake yesterday. All right, and a volcano yesterday as well. And all weather around everywhere is fucking bipolar. These are signs of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua coming back. Hey, and we're about to get into the summer. And when we get into summer, guess what's going to happen? Well, then we're going to get some more wildfires. All right, we're going to get some more earthquakes and everything. Hey, you see gas prices going up now. All right, gas prices are going to continue to go up. You're going in the store and you're looking at those shelves and they looking kind of empty. You're starting to get kind of worried. This ain't usual. Walmart usually has everything. All right, this is Wally World. All right, this is a world within itself. But now Wally World has become a town. All right, and that town is running out of stock.
First Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Hey, for you once that were in the faith and believed on the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and you have turned your back on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and you have turned your back from the plow. All right, took your hand off that plow. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has got a special judgment for you. All right, you're almost guaranteed a ICBM missile. All right, because you want it to be of the world, and you wanted to live the pleasures of the world. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has something special for you. Or you've been out, you used to be out on the highways and byways, and now you're coming back. You took your hand off the plow, and now you're trying to come back like nothing happened. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not dealing with that. He said be instant in season and out of season. All right, whether it be hot, whether it be cold. All right, however the weather is. Of course, use wisdom. I'm not going to tell you stand out in the middle of a hurricane or sit here in an earthquake. All right, on the highways and byways, you got to use wisdom. But that's what the book entails. It entails wisdom. All right, and that's something that you 2/3 don't have. You don't have the wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. What is that song by Kenny Rogers? I think know when to hold them and know when to fold them. All right, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Hey, you don't hold or fold on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You give it all you got. All right, but discerning right things, you'll know when to hold when he tells you to hold. You don't hold by your own accord. You know what? I'm kind of tired. You know, I stayed out, went to the club last night, so on and so forth. And, you know, I'm going to stay home today. All right? That's wicked.
Verse 2. Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
Ultimately, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has you seared with a hot iron. All right? Has your head, has your mind, and your head off of him. All right? The swivel. You don't have your head on the swivel looking up for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua anymore. The only thing you're doing is looking down.
So those two are kind of seem like they're coming, you know, in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, but a part of teaching the GMS doctrine, and then came out, you know, still saying that Esau can make it.
God.
You know, still saying that the white man can make it, and you know, that's you know, going up their own list. They haven't been able to truly drop that out of their simple minds. You know.
God.
Um,
I got to pray real quick.
I got something.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 22. How long will ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. All right? Because you're simple-minded and you only care about what's surface. All right? And you foolish, hey, you don't want to attain to any real knowledge, any real wisdom. Something that can save your life. All right, that you hold so precious, that you hold above measure, above all things. All right, you have the opportunity to be able to save your life, but you think Esau Edom is going to be the one to save your life. You think this society is going to go on forever.
This is 1 John 2:18. No, children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that anti-Mashiachs shall come, even now there are many anti-Mashiachs, whereby we know that it is the last time.
John, it is the last time.
False prophet, having a more than ever, bringing out the scriptures wrong, adding to the word, taking out of the word, after their own vanity, so they could be seen or praised exalted on this side.
Seen and exalted by man. All right, they want their Jakes. A lot of Jakes want their reward on this side. All right, they believe that it's a beneficiary because they believe this place is gonna last forever. All right, and they want to. Why would you want to stay in a place where you're not even a man? You're shit. You're barely a second-class citizen. All right, you barely have any fucking rights. You have enough rights just to be able to work. In truth and honesty, you have enough rights so you can work, and that your rights is the documentation to say that you belong to this plantation, to bring in the financial gain, to live your basic ass life. You get to live your basic ass life just enough, right? Paycheck to paycheck. And you have no control over anything. You think you have control because you got a day off. You got 2, 3, maybe even $12,000 in the bank. All right, but hey, let's see how long that $12,000 lasts you with these gas prices. All right, wait until this Slovakia. Wait until these prices start going up. All right, on food even more so. Hey, you're getting it's costing more money and you're getting less product. All right, if Esau Edom ain't the biggest, best crack dealer in the world, I don't know who is. All right, because the shit that he is pushing, and he got all the laws and everything to back what he's pushing. You can't get around it. Everything that he's got, you need. Oil, water, food, clothes, anything that you need. We have to go to our enemies for the want of all things. All right? And Esau Edom is the chief enemy. Go ahead. Oh, yes,
Verse 3 and 8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and a subjection of payments, according and all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, their power.
We are yet this day in our captivity. All right? We are still subject unto payments. We are still subject. Salaki, we're still subject unto the curses. All right, we're still under the curses, even though even though it has gotten better from times past. We are still under the curses. You still can't do what it is that you want to do. You still are subject until that slave box waking you up in the morning. In one way or another, I don't give a damn if you get up when you want to get up. All right. First and foremost, that's through the grace and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that you're getting up. All right. But hey, guess what? After your ass gets up, there is some way, somehow you have to bring in some type of money into your household. Some way, somehow. So you're still subject unto being a slave. Con. Slave to the dollar bill. Hey, and you ain't even gonna have a dollar bill in a second. It's gonna be all digital. You're not gonna have a dollar bill. You ain't gonna have no change. Hey, can I get a little change? Nope, sorry. It's gonna be no, it's gonna be yeah, just in time or in time with Justin Timberlake. You know, you got to shift the hand. Hey, I'm gonna give you some time. And hey, that's too much freedom. You won't even have it like that. How you gonna give something away that they giving you? If that was the case, they wouldn't be controlling you.
Another agenda, you know, is depopulation. And they mainly coming out of after you know, our nation, so they could try to, you know, prolong their days, you know. But we know it's what's that word? It starts with an E. You know, it's bound to happen, but inevitable. You know, that's what that's what Esau tried to do. Just you know, prolong the inevitable. You know, that's his whole MO. You know, and the longer that he could, you know, force Jake to go off, you know, to keep us disconnected from our true power, you know, that's what he's going to continue to do.
Right.
So, in Psalms, it goes to Psalms 83. You know, got some. This is Second Chronicles 36 and 16. Sorry, 15. It says, "And the Lord's power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and his dwelling place." All right, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, man, you know, prophets on the street corners, you know, because he had compassion. He had compassion to warn, you know, his peculiar treasure, what would happen if they continue to disobey. All right, and those 2/3 mockers, scoffers, and who weren't adherent to the word did this. This is verse 16. "But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words, and misused his prophets, until the wrath of the Lord rose against his people, till there was no remedy." All right. So these are the same times that we coming back into. You know, since you know, Albert Bivens woke up, you know, Israel, you know, and brought forth this the start of this doctrine from Apostle Torah on down. You know, we've been pushing this word on the street corners. You know, the nation of Israel, or the elect of Israel. You know, that speak the true words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the doctrine of GMS.
God. Hey, and even Salaki, even these 2/3, you know, are forwarding the message of Israel. All right, they don't, even though that they don't have the true doctrine, but getting Israel's name out there. All right, at the very least, letting you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans knowing that you are the true children of Israel.
And some of those cats too even get the name right.
God.
Kudos to them.
God. But if you're not, Salaki.
But that'll open up doors, you know.
God.
That'll open up doors and lead them, you know, if they're of the elect, it's gonna lead them to that right way.
They're gonna lead them to the true doctrine coming out of GMS. All right. That started with Alba Bivens, now through Apostle Tahar on down, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakam. All right. All the other elders and bishops, all right? All men who are teaching that sound doctrine, all right, coming out of GMS, all right, and other camps that are sticking to the doctrine of GMS and not going off. All right? That's where the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai lies. All right? It's not in these other groups. It's not in IUIC. It's not in ISUPK. It's not in one body. It's not in they name just slipped me, but whatever it is. Yeah, GOCC. All right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has a formula. All right, and the formula is not to be detoured from. All right, it is specific. All right, go ahead, Darash.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that,
better to go to the house of mourning than feasting. All right, that's you. HOI. What was it? HOI, right? That Passover. All right, man. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? It is a solemn assembly. You're over here. You got party going. You got music popping. I'm sure you had females popping. All right, at Passover, backing that thing up. You got the truth on for sale. You selling garments. You selling wristbands. You know. You continue in this wickedness, in this folly. All right, and you're in this house. You're not in the house of mourning. You just everything's a come up for Jake. Everything you trying to come up on everything. You can't come up on the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You can come to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, but you can't come up on it. That's wicked, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to deal with all you wicked ass niggas for that. Salakia, start over from the beginning.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
Lay it to your heart. You will understand and you will take this seriously. Go ahead and read verse 3.
Verse 3, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better.
Sorrow is better than laughter, but y'all niggas over here laughing, playing grab ass, throwing up sides, all right? On some boule shit. All right? Y'all keep it with this fuckery. Keep it with this fuckery and this abomination. And that's exactly why Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to destroy those of you who are not sincere. All right? And if you are sincere and you believe on the true word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the true doctrine, all right, come up out of those camps. Come up out of them. It's about high time. All right? It's high time to wake. Understand that the judgment is going down. All right, Passover is coming. Hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. After Passover, this is a year of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai turning up. It has already been a very eventful year. And that's just on the worldly calendar. Not even on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's calendar. So how much more is the turn up going to happen? Hey, we seen it with what is it? Salamuni, or whatever his name was. The general from Iran, or was it Iran, or but Soleimani? Yeah, Iranian. Yeah, Soleimani. Hey, we seen that. That was right after Passover. All right. Hey, that was an adherence to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai turning it up. All right. And that wasn't even the coin. All right. With Apostle Tahar Adim. But after Passover, things seem to amp up just a little bit more. All right, and it's looking like this could be the very last Passover. Hey, Abaratazah. But we know not the day and time. All right?
Verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools.
God, hear the rebuke of the wise. Who are wise? The brothers who are teaching the correct doctrine. The doctrine coming out of GMS, from Apostle Tahar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Gabar. All right, the brothers and elders and the bishops and everything on down. All right, who are in that sound doctrine and who are rooted. All right. That was it, right?
This is Proverbs 12:1. It says, "Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish."
Read that again.
It says, "Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish."
Hey, you love instruction, all right? You love instruction. That means you love to do it right. All right, you want to do it right. You want to get it right. It's like putting together. It's like putting together anything. All right, whether it be a shelf, whether it be a barbecue grill, whether it be a house. All right, if you don't know how to do it, but you adhere to the instructions, and once it's complete, you see your finished work and it's sound. All right, the house is sturdy, the barbecue grill is sturdy. It's not falling apart. It's not shaky and shit. All right, to understand that it is in its correct order, and it is how it was meant to be. The structure and the foundation is there. So if you love the instruction, all right, you love order. Read it one more time.
Proverbs 12:1. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish.
If you hate reproof, then you just a 2/3 ass nigga.
You got that carnal mindset.
God.
You know, and honestly, you get rebuked to better yourself, to better the body.
God.
To that correction, is being able to take that correction and then
Build off.
build on top of it. That's true repentance, and that's understanding.
God. Hey, and it's just like if you don't like correction, right? Hey, think how many times you just, you know what, I got it. I'll just run and put this together. Everybody's done that. Let's be honest. 6 out of 10 times you missed something. You missed a step. You had to go back. Where if you would have just took the damn time and just read the directions, you would have been fine. All right, but you chose not to read those directions. All right, yeah, it might be self-explanatory, but what is it just to read it for a minute? All right, so you can get it right, so you won't have to go back over it.
Or you missed the school.
Right. That is essential.
Say you was working on your car or something. Now you driving down the street and your whole car blow up, or tires fall off.
Right.
You didn't do it the right way. Your brakes ain't working on.
Hey.
That could be, and that could be judgment, for not adhering, to that correction.
Right.
Somebody came when you was working on, oh, you're not supposed to do it like that. You gotta, and then you brush them off.
Right.
Those same things is when, you're living throughout your daily lives and Yahweh Shai is trying to tell you something, and he may be, whipping your ass. So, you start coming to this point. Well, there's going to be a point where he's not going to whip your ass no more. And you go the way that you want to go, and you're going to get judgment for that.
God, hey, it's like telling kids that the iron's hot. All right, don't touch it. It's hot. Don't touch the stove. It's hot. All right, but we all know, what is that kid gonna do? It's gonna touch that. That kid is gonna put their hand on the glass of that stove or touch that iron and then start crying. And what you gonna say as a parent? I told you not to touch it. Shit, you might even get a whooping for touching it again. All right, You got something else? You got something? Go. Go ahead.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
God, Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, speak unto them, my people, to the word of prophecy. All right, what is prophecy? Something to say before time. All right, we're telling you what's going to happen before it happens. And guess what? Apostle Tahar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Gabar have been telling you. All right, have been telling you over 20, 30 years, have been telling you. All right, what's going to happen? All right. Hey, when they got the message, the work, there was much work still to be done. Much work still needed to be done. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua worked with those men to continue in that work, to bring certain things out. All right, bring Cornelius out. All right, bring the RFID out. All right, which is the MOTB. These are the things and the labors that these men have performed that we have came into. We came into that labor to help for the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Why? Because we just woke up one morning and was like, you know what? I'm just going to teach the Bible. I'm going to give up everything and just teach the Bible. No. All right? It's because Yahweh Shem Yahushua has called us. Abaratazah, we be those men. All right? We have been called to teach and preach this doctrine. All right? To help forward the message. To herald in, to let you know the King is coming. The King of Kings and the Lord of Lords is coming. He's coming to deal with the whole entire existence. He's not just coming. He's not just coming for you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans to deal with you. He's coming for the other nations to deal with them for the captivity of his people. He's coming to cleanse the planet. All right? And replenish the planet from the abominations that the current rulership has just fucked up his planet. You got fucking whales beaching themselves. You got fucking sharks beaching themselves. They're fucking predators. All right, they're one of the biggest predators in the ocean. And the shark is even like, well, you know what? Fuck. I know there's tons of free meals out here. Pretty much everything's tired, but shit, I'm tired too. I'm just going short. Kill myself. All right, the water is fucking polluted. All right, everything is dirty. Hey, the world itself is tired. That's why you get all these earthquakes. That's why you got all these hurricanes, these weather patterns and everything. The world is tired. It's tired being at its lowest state, not being able to yield its fruit to the highest, the maximum of its potential. All right, the world is tired from not having its land sapped. All right, the world is tired of getting raped. Because all you other nations, chiefly Esau, Edom, is raping, deforestation. All right, drilling for oil. Amongst a multitude of things. All this shit in the water. Everything and everyone is getting tired of this current rulership. That's why this place is going to go down. That's why America will die by thermonuclear fire. God.
This is Isaiah 24, verse 5. It says, the earth also is the, wait, 24 and 4. Earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
How do people of the earth do language? I think there's a little more on it.
Read on. Verse 5, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Here it is, Yahweh Shimei Shai even gave this devil a blueprint that he could live by. All right, he claims to be his people. All right, he claims to be in betterment. He wants this place to be better. He wants to do all these things to help the planet. All right, he had the fucking blueprint from a long time ago. How long ago? Way, way, way back when. All right, when he brought us over here. All right, when it before he created that the slave Bible. All right, it's okay. You can walk through. All right. So that whole thing, all right, that whole thing is false. They didn't care. They didn't care about the land Sabbath. They didn't care about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. They didn't care about his order. They were given the blueprint. They could have followed it to the T, but they chose not to. Why? Ultimately, because they were destined to be the wicked. All right? But nevertheless, they could have did something better for themselves, right? But still chose not to. Why? Because they're the devil. God. You gotta pray. God.
It's Isaiah 34:1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it."
Hey. Self-explanatory. Hear all things. Read it one more time. And just read it slower for them and just
Isaiah 34:1. "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all the things that come forth of it."
all the things that come forth. Hearken unto it. Is it more on that? Is it one more down?
And that goes
Yeah, that's can't hold that too. That's what it's like. My mind's running. All right. But hey, that's your how about Shimei Awashai. All right, telling you right now that everything has an order, but this devil did not care to adhere to the orders that were. All right, the law, statutes, and commandments were given unto the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? All right, so we could perform it and keep those orders of Yahweh Shimei Awashai. That's why, hey, he has a management, he has a rulership of the universe. And his management team happens to be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That was that contractual agreement that he had agreed to be our nation. Slaki, we agreed to be his nation, the people to do his work and his will. That we would live up to his word and not our own. All right, you other nations don't even look. You don't even have to worry. All right, you have no. In retrospect, you have no responsibilities. When, hey, when the time is come, all right, and the kingdom of heaven has been fully manifested, all right, and you've other nations have served your 1,000 years of captivity, all right, and Esau, Edom is done away with. Hey, guess what? You will have no care in the world. You actually get to live life. You get to live life as it was meant to be lived, even though that you're subject unto the nation of Israel. All right, but your life will be in its full purpose and its full abundance. It said, even the heathen will rejoice when the righteous are in rule. All right, because you were made to be subject and servitude unto a so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Gosh. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai make it plain upon tables, that you may run Slaki, the one that readeth it, run. All right? Hey, run into Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Run into finding out the mysteries. All right? To find out the prophecies, the history. All right? What's to come? The prophecies, the judgments. To find out his ways.
Go run and tell more people what's to come. Go warn the people, feed the flock.
God.
Because this should it should stir up something in you. If you're of the elect. Once you come upon the true name, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that's gonna spark. It says in First Peter's, that that these were, or is that might be Acts? I think it's First Peter, but these were men moved by the Holy Spirit. It convicted their spirit enough for them to go teach out on the highways and byways. This is verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it surely come, it will not tarry.
God. Hey, it shall surely come, it shall not tarry. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, hey, the destruction of Babylon is coming. All right, it's everything that you're seeing in the news. You got Ukrainians pissed off at America. You got Putin that just said the other day, look, you better stop fucking sending weapons over to Ukraine. You better stop. That's what Putin basically said, right? And if you don't, there's going to be repercussions and consequences for you, for NATO, because you're aiding them to fight. You're continuing to give them hope. All right, even though it's hopeless. All right, hey, you're still giving them that false hope. You're still giving them room to rise up.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the.
Let's go ahead and start at 1. 47 and 1.
So again, this is Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Come down and sit in the ground, O daughter of Babylon. That daughter of Babylon is AKA America. All right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, come and sit in the ground. Come and sit in the dust. Bring your ass to your low estate like the base man you are, and I'm going to bring your queendom there too. All right? So you can sit and dwell together. Dwell in your rightful, your rightful, all right, respect. This is where you need to be. This is who you are. This is where you came from, and this is where you're going. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal, and uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Verse 3. Thy
Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is making you bare. He's uncovering your thigh. He's showing your nakedness. He's showing, hey, you got all these other nations starting to rise up against you. All right, NATO is in a funk right now. Everybody's got an attitude. The ones who are Confederate with you are like, man, you know what? I'm about sick of this bitch. I'm about sick of this bitch. She keep on talking. She keep on running her mouth. All right, hey, that's why they call Babylon the whore.
That moderate faith.
God.
The iron
mixed with that clay, you know, it's not stable.
It's like,
It's that weak foundation that Yahweh Shai was talking about.
right.
You know, and what else he said? He said, "Nation that stand against a nation or
A nation divided cannot stand.
right."
Right.
So this place is destined to fall.
Hey, those yeah, she's the whore, right? She's a whore, and everybody, every man in the house, looking at these other nations are pimping her, right? Everybody want they cut.
That's the vision, you know. And though it may take longer than you want, you know. And that's why, you know, we're out here sighing and crying for the abominations thereof, you know. You may feel, you know, that, you know, it's taking, but we know Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is long suffering.
God.
All right.
Hey, and he'll wait. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to wait till it's perfection. All right. Until the harvest is ready, till its ripeness. All right. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true children of Israel. And salvation belongeth unto them and no one else, once again. It is you who can get out and escape from this hell by repenting and coming back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance.
Slack it. Speak out.
Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
God, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Yahweh is sending Yahweh Shai back, and he's not going to meet you as a man. Right? He's going to meet you as an angelic being. Angelic being, the power of Yahweh coming in a bodily form down unto you to meet you. All right, to say hello, time to plead with you. Get this judgment. All right, layman's terms, get this smoke.
Coming from clouds.
God.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. It said, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Every eye. It didn't say some eyes. It didn't say. It didn't say some eyes. It didn't say one. It didn't say his people. It said every eye. So everybody can be a witness unto the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So nobody could ever get it wrong from generation to generation to generation to generation. To let you know when your children's, all right, for you heathen nations, when you were born and dead and gone, for the nation of Israel, for you living in eternity, all right, that you will know that Yahweh sent Yahweh Shai to be the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Read that again, Salaki.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all
you motherfuckers that really pierce Yahweh Shai, you motherfuckers got something coming. All right? Hey, Abaratazah, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai replays that for us. All right? Because that terror right there that you're going to have to receive, hey, you fucking devils, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
The fear, you know, is gonna come back in their spirit. You know, those are gonna be the ones that are, you know, so afraid of when they witness Yahweh Shai coming back, because their spirit knows what they did in their past life.
God, hey, the spirit's not. How about you? You can't even give up the ghost. You can't even give up the ghost. All right, hey, you got 1,000 years. You got 1,000 years. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to deal with you. But that first time is going to be extra special. And then it's just going to get better through the will and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right? Hey,
That's those two sides as well. You know,
God,
people of our own nation, you know, they're going to be, you know, in complete disarray and in fear. You know,
Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
all kindreds of the earth. He didn't say some. Once again, it said all. Everybody. Everybody. All kindreds of the earth shall wail. Now, wailing doesn't sound like crying to me. All right? Hey, you know, it's like wailing is like when you're a little kid and you got your ass beat, right? And you run out of breath. Ah! And you just keep on. Hey, and that's just the beginning. People are going to be wailing so much until they give up the ghost and just drop dead, have a heart attack. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not playing. Hey, Allah Shadja. All right? It's that demon-like power. And you're going to have to deal with this from being a fucking two-third, from being a heathen. All right? And continuing the affliction of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans whose father's line goes back, which are the true children of Israel. All right? Yasharallah.
Verse 8. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty.
The Alpha and the Omega. All right? Which is, and which is to come. So he was there in the beginning, and he's going to be there in the end. He's been there all along.
all power, you know, that was given to, as it says in Matthew the 28th chapter, you know, all power of heaven and in earth was given unto me. You know, he just decided not to use it for the greater purpose of our nation. You know, that was the sacrifice that Yahweh Shai had to make.
He had to bear his cross.
Right. That was for him to be a true testament, you know, for the Israelites. This is Isaiah 2:11. It says that the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. This is why everybody must see, you know, is going to witness Yahweh Shai, you know, when he comes back with that army of hosts, with all those chariots. You know, everybody's gonna see that, because and once they witness it, they're gonna understand who's in charge. They're gonna understand that you know, that they're not gonna go call on Buddha, Allah, or you know, or try to call on Baphomet. You know, they're not gonna have the power in them to do so, because they're gonna be so awestruck. You know, they're gonna be praying for mercy on the destruction that he brings to them.
Okay, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Verse 5. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
I shall no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to subdue all these nations. All right, chiefly Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called white man. And what is his what is Esau, Edom's cash cow? America. All right, so this is his chief. This is home base. This is the idol. This is the idol of his queendom.
And that's why, you know, Babylon the Great, so aka America, is referred to as the virgin the virgin daughter of Babylon, because she ain't been touched yet.
Right.
She ain't been no war has been waged, by another country on her lands. But that's soon gonna come to an end. And she gonna get fucked real bad.
She's gonna get. It's gonna be
She gonna get
a recompense, right? That righteous recompense.
She gonna get fucked to death for the first
Right.
time.
She gonna get mind fucked.
No more smoke, please. How about you shot? Damn sure. And there ain't gonna be another chance. She's not gonna have a chance to get. She won't. This deadly wound won't be healed.
Right.
Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke.
God, Yahweh Shem Shai was wroth with this people. Why? All right. Once again, because that contractual agreement, that clause in the contract, I set before you this day a gift and a curse. All right. It wasn't Jay-Z who said it. All right. It was Yahweh Shem Shai that said, I set before you this day a gift and a curse. A gift if you obey my commandments, a curse if you do not. And we didn't. So, hey, we got that curse. We in that ass whooping. Go ahead, read it one more time.
Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke.
God, you laid the yoke upon us.
So what is given into the hand? Job 9:24. Daniel 4:17. He put you, and Yahweh Shem Shai set all this up so the destruction, would come in this order. Set you up for the downfall of the kingdom, and so that everybody would know, where that power would come from.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 47:7. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Said you shall be a lady forever. All right, a lady forever. That nobody would touch this land. All right, that you shall always be on top. You shall always have that respect. All right, because what is these so-called ladies out here? What do they want? They demand. Oh, I demand respect. All right, and you just that same old dirty bitch. All right, you're trying to array yourself in white as if you are innocent and pure. You were filthy and disgusting. Rape, robbery, and murder is your MO. All right, look at your history. Your history says it all. Oh, but you don't want to adhere and acknowledge your own history. We're just gonna sweep that shit under the rug, right?
Like actual modern day women.
Right.
Your women, or the women, had all these previous partners, slept around with whosoever.
They had trains ran on them in the whole 9 yards.
They go and get married and put on that white dress as if they were pure,
This is my first marriage. It's not your last if you're still in this kingdom. It ain't gonna be your last. All right.
He got married, found out his chick was cheating on him the day before they got married, It's like, right.
And the whole time and everything, he about to get married. Like, I don't want to do this.
Right.
Because you already
I'm like, you already, you know, and that's not even, you know, what marriage truly is. But you know,
That's why this women can't pair bond.
Hey, well, we already know, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28. All right, read those to see if your life's narrative fits fits these curses. All right, if it fits the curses, all right, and you look of another nation, all right, hey, you very well could be a Jake. Your father's line could very well go back to a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right, and if you're hearing this word and it's opening your mind, it's tickling your mind, there's just something about it. All right, you could belong to this nation because this is a curse of our nation. That your woman would be trash.
Just as so-called Virgin Babylon.
Right. Yeah, keep going on that.
Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Hey, and what is America about? America's about nothing but pleasure. All right, you can come over here from any other country in the world. All right, if you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, hey, America is good to you. It is good to you. You come over here from Arabia, you get to go and pop all these Israelite women, pop these white women, and you get to do anything, do coke or whatever. All right, get a loan to do it. Open a business. Send your kids to school here. Have that all that become a part of that Aleister Crowley, do as thy wilt spirit. And be just wicked enough over here and just enough, put in just enough hell to add insult to injury to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and then go back to your own land and act holier than thou. Talking about Allah, man, fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. All y'all can die. All right? Through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yeah, that's from yesterday, too. Going to the fucking store. Fuck y'all. All right? You know? All that dumb shit. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to do away with all you nations. All right? Your governments. And your idols. That rock of Mecca that you're traveling around, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to pick that shit up and break it into pieces, make it as rubble. All right? Turn it back to bedrock. All right? You might just make a driveway out that shit.
So, as far as wooden stones, you know, false idols, and you know, false idol worship that our people, you know, fled to.
Right. And that shit up in fucking Rio, that fucking thing. Yeah, that motherfucker is coming down.
Another one too, right?
All those motherfuckers are coming down.
I believe so.
Coming down. All that shit is coming down.
Whether I can take it out, you know, or
it's gonna be special. Yeah, how about Shem Yahushua is not gonna leave that for anybody else to destroy. The Alahayim is gonna destroy that.
Get spiritual power, pick it up,
Right.
just spray it down.
Hey.
Like this coming, just
Right. All your false shit is going down. That fucking
Korean Jesus.
right.
A good ass dreadhead.
Fucking Buddha. All right. Buddha's gonna get twisted in so many fucking ways, and yeah, fucking what is Krishna or whatever the fucking whatever that bitch's name is.
Whatever.
Yeah. The heads and you know the man eating. Yeah, That bitch is going down too.
Right.
All right, all these fucking false idols.
You know, because you know the reason why our people go to this is because they want something in front of them, to see. Okay, and that goes contrary to faith. Because faith is the evidence of things not seen, right? So you have to physically be there, for shit to kick in.
Hey, and Slakia, that Baphomet too. Baphomet's going down. All right, that fucking Baphomet that they got up at the fucking Capitol building. Fucking Baphomet at the Cap. Look, how dumb are you, motherfuckers? Look, they even spit on your Christianity. This is supposed to be a nation founded off of the Bible or Christian morals. All right, and they put a Baphomet right next to your Christianity. All right. Oh, everything has to be equal. We have to perform. No. False is false. All right. An abomination is an abomination.
You go into a Roman Catholic church. I remember, I was going to years ago. I was going to a funeral, and I noticed, like, I was walking in the church, and on the like all the imagery on the walk on the entrance of the doorway was all Illuminati affiliated symbolism, and stuff like that. So
hey, why does the blonde hair Labrador do the same thing as the Baphomet? With the hand up and hand down. If you look on your Jeebus pictures, all right, it has above as it is below there. All right, the symbolism goes to show you this is another Luciferian doctrine, all right, which is the false light. All right, y'all don't have the light. Yeah, how about Shimeon Shai has the light? All right, it's more false doctrine into this more disgusting place. All right, hey, Salakia, what is it? I gotta look at it now. I'm not gonna misquote that. I want to look at it again. The Lady Liberty is thought to be a man.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to look more into it. But hey, that's what I heard right now. But I wanted to look more into that. But think how much if it is true, all right? If Lady Liberty is a man, all right, was made after the image of a man.
Yeah, even Caesar Borgia, the image of Jesus, he forgot who one of the elders had a lesson that they went into, and it was going into that he pretty much he was like married to like his niece
sister
or something.
He was sleeping with his sister,
right?
And he had a boy lover.
Yeah, a little boy lover, but he dressed him up as his wife that passed away.
Right. It's like
and was
wickedness.
Doing all that shit. But that's the false idol that you give worship to.
Yeah. Hey, y'all put him on the cross, all right, and cry before him. Especially you Roman Catholics out there, right? Bowing down and man, I'm so sorry. Day of Pentecost. Man, get out of here. Get out of here with that shit.
You got all these, and then it's funny. Like you white devils really believe in that shit.
Right. Hey, but hey, you got
going all types of ways.
These issues out here, all right? The synagogue of Satan, circumcision, and performing fellatio. You got wicked stuff. Go ahead, continue on that. Salakia. It's a custom, an abominable custom. Yeah, 47. I think you were at 8 or 9. I think you're at 9.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment in one day, the loss of children and widowhood.
Loss of children and widowhood. All right? You're gonna lose your children, little Tommy, little Billy, and little Dante, and little Jesus. All right, all of them are gonna be lost. 2/3 of our own nation, all right, but as well as you other nations. In one day, but this is chiefly talking about little Tommy, all right, and little Karen. All right, chiefly gonna be lost in one day. Bye. Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
The enchantments against who? The children of Israel. All right. We battle not against principalities, but wickedness in high places. All right. That is exactly those enchantments through the media, through the food, through television. All right. Through the music. And it doesn't stop there. Through your curriculum at school, through your jobs. Hey, working a job is a low-level indoctrination. All right, the company creed. Yeah. So,
A couple weeks ago at camp, they pretty much, it goes into that exalting themselves as the Most High,
God.
and getting you to sign over and play into their games.
God.
Woe unto those who trust in oppression.
Hey, if we didn't have mercy and grace from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, we'd be done away with. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai put that contract clause in there. That clause in the contract was for the grace and mercy that he had for the nation of Israel. All right? That was a grace contractual clause. So be glad, Israel. All right?
Because, he gonna make you sign a contract, for something like when you take the jump shot, and then when you get all these fucked up side effects from it, then you go into then they say, hey, you signed right here where it says
you can't get nothing.
we warned you, but they ain't gonna tell you that when you go get it.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me.
Said, I am, and none else besides me. Nobody seen he do the abominations that he did, which is a lie. All right, because we've seen and experienced them, but there's stuff that we haven't seen, stuff we have no idea about. All right, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to reveal unto us at the perfect time. All right, because all the wicked abominations, you've only heard of buck breaking in slavery and buck breaking in jail. You've only heard of unrighteous decrees in Flint, Michigan, and all these other states. This is low-level shit. All right? This is low-level, bottom of the barrel shit that he is allowing to be released. All right? And that's through the will and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But he knew he couldn't get away, so he had to give you something that was, we think that that's just the top of the wickedness right there in a carnal mind. Making a man sleep with his own mother. Shit is disgusting. God.
This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
God, and it is evil. The evil is in the power of their hand to do. All right. So as we meditate upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, they meditate upon wickedness. They meditate to do harm to the entire planet. All right, but first and foremost, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
They're doing it, in their secret hiding places, right before the sun break,
On that witching hour.
in the middle of the night, they putting these spells on the world, really.
Right.
It's like if y'all seen the new Conjuring. Yeah. You know how they didn't catch that witch, in her little work area. You want to call it that? They caught her that like at midnight,
Oh.
in the wee hours of the night. They because it was pitch black in there.
Right.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
I should not know. Go ahead and continue.
Verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai says, stay with that same energy that you got, Esau. Keep pushing that same energy. All right? All those enchantments you've been doing since your youth, keep on going with that. All right? As you keep on going with that, go ahead and continue. Let's see what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai says.
Verse 13. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
So all the sorcery that you got, all these prognosticators, all right, the stargazers, all right, people, the tarot card readers, all these witches and warlocks, all these who help you with the enchantments and to stay leveled up, your society stay leveled up. Go to all of them and continue to go. Go ahead, continue to read.
Verse 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
How about Shimi Yahushai is going to burn you up? All right, you will be judged for your wickedness, for the enchantments on Israel.
This is the power of the flame, and who's that flame? Are you going to Obadiah?
Matter of fact, go ahead and get that. Go into Obadiah. I think it's 21. Start at 19, actually.
The book of Obadiah, verse 18. It says, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it."
So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to do away with Esau, Edom. But what did he say? He said it was going to be a flame and a fire. All right? That's the southern and northern. All right? The nation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, is going to perform his work and his will. All right? For the stubble. Hey, Esau, Edom is going to be stubble. That flame of fire, all right, and 2/3 of our own people, all right, have to experience that second death by thermonuclear fire, all right, or by wild beasts, or by the sword, or by famine. All right, famine. Hey, famine is knocking at the door. Y'all gonna be eating your own babies. All right, Timmy is gonna look real good. Devontae ain't gonna make it. He's already malnourished. All right, so Devontae ain't gonna make it. He gonna get ate up too, cause you're wicked. You're gonna be eating all kinds of. You go, hey, what a story in the Bible said they were eating their belts and the leather of their shoe. I can't recall exactly what story it is right now, but it's in the Apocrypha. All right, but eating their leather belts. Right, you're gonna be trying to eat any and everything in that day.
They're gonna be, they look edible, they don't be like,
Right.
they look edible, they don't be looking like my dog chew up everything.
Hey, it's gonna be you're gonna cut off one of your hands, cut off one of your fingers, and you're gonna start there, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, I guess it wasn't so bad. I got one hand left.
They'll be listening to all these, anything in the space that they can find.
Right. Hey, and don't forget, you got pestilence coming too. More pestilence is coming. That bubonic plague is gonna be knocking at the door. That
Think about the
you mean Delta Airlines? Yeah,
The new variant.
the airlines. They canceling flights. They gonna cancel your flight permanently. All right.
Well, yeah, they're talking about it now because they probably gonna bring it up soon. Once this everything gets settled out in Ukraine, because you notice how they stopped talking about it. As they shifted and that's part of their sorceries, man. We was just going into that, because sorceries goes to the word pharmakia, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, go ahead.
Jeremiah 19:9. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege, and straightness wherewith their enemies, and they that seek their life shall straighten them.
See, told you little Timmy and Dante ain't gonna make it. Little Sarah ain't gonna make it. All right. Hey man, there's something coming. There's something coming, and that something is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. The day of Jacob's trouble is coming. It is fastly approaching. Con, and there's going to be no escape. All right, you single women out there are going to understand what it is to truly be single, to not have protection, not have a covering, not to have somebody to stand up for you. All right, that proud ass spirit that y'all have on you. All right, I could do it all by myself. You damn right. Do it all by yourself and die by yourself. All right, and when you calling out for somebody gonna walk by and be like, "That's a damn shame," like Cat Williams. That's a damn shame. Well, I gotta go. Be on their way.
Chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
God, it's fearful. It's fearful to fall in the lands of Salaki, the hands of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Why? Because hey, what is it? Though you escape from the bear, all right, and you enter the house, all right, and put your hand on the wall, and an asp bites you, a snake bites you, or a spider. All right, you're not gonna be able to escape. You can't escape Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's judgment. Who do you think you are? You think you somebody. That's the problem. You got pride. You think you slick. All right. Jump over to the 51 and 17. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out.
God, and we have drunken. Hey, that's why we're gonna go through this Jacob's trouble. Abaratazah, we're those men, all right, and make it on those chariots to be of the elect. All right, because that nation, our nation has drunk of that cup. And now it's time for all you other nations to drink of that cup as well. Right? Pursuant to Deuteronomy 29 and 7, or 30 and 7. Yeah.
Jeremiah 30 and 7.
At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Oh, Jesus, the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? Jacob, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Darash, get Deuteronomy, I think it's 29. It's either 29 or 30. It's 30 and 7. Con. All right? Jacob shall be saved out of it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Verse 8, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
So, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, whose father's line goes back, you have drank of that cup that you drank of, all right? We are in our captivity, but it's coming to an end. But first, we have to go through Jacob's trouble. But these other nations are going to drink of that same cup, all right? Because they're our enemies. They were confederate with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right? The Chinese man was confederate. The Arabic man was confederate, all right? The East Indian man was confederate. So on and so forth. Everybody had a piece of Israel. All right, Israel has been passed around. Okay. Slovakia. Drop down to 21. You still there? No. Isaiah 51. Actually, Karat, is that, you want to get that for me? 51 and 21.
This is Isaiah 51, verse 21. Therefore, now hear this. Sorry, therefore, hear now this. Thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith the Lord, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
God. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai, once again, we're about to come out of this captivity, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whose father's line goes back. We're about to come out of our captivity so that we can be in our rightful state, which is being a servitude and being servitude unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai and leading these other nations, governing the universe as Yahweh Shem Yahushai sees fit. All right, being obedient to his word, being obedient to the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, go ahead and continue on that.
Verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over.
Come on. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai will continue all right, will live up, Salaki will live up to his word. All right, he will bring back his nation. There's a little more on that.
That was it.
That was it, right? All right. All right, let's that's it. Revelation, right quick. Just go straight to the point, go to 15.
Revelation 13 and 15. He had power, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
God, the image of the beast that you're seeing, all right, is that RFID. All right, hey, it's speaking loudly. It's speaking loud and clear. All right, you have Creepy Joe, all right, passing bills left and right to do with this RFID. All right, this what do they call it? Biosecurity. All right, digital digital currency.
Biosecurity, that goes into your body,
Right,
but like biology,
right. To make sure that nobody can steal your identity. All right, to steal your identity. That's not my identity.
And they say, to make sure nobody steals your identity. Well, the whole time, that's what they plan on doing.
Right.
That's what they've been doing, taking our heritage, covering up the heritage of our people.
Hey, that's what. Hey, they try to steal your identity through, our DNA. They're changing it. They're trying to change it.
Like, get out.
Right. This is man.
Oh.
That's why you have these trials going forward. You're having Elon Musk, his Neuralink. All right. I just seen something today about the dude who had I forget the guy's name. He had a heart transplant of a pig that was grown in a pig. All right, and he passed away. One, he put a fucking abomination in his chest that was grown in a fucking pig. You should have died, but that was your how about Shimmy Awashai letting you get pride in your miracles. All right, so you could be a fucking example because you fucking people are fucking disgusting.
They've always been a lab rat.
Right, you've been a lab rat. The Tuskegee experiment, the fucking projects. You continue to be a fucking lab rat and you're okay with it. You know what? I love my projects. Man, Yahweh Shem Yahushua says, fuck your projects. You rather be a project than to be of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to be a God, all right, to be a power. All right. I have said ye are gods. All right, the nation of Israel is gods, made after the image of the Most High and his only begotten Son, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, but you want to be a fucking abomination and you're cool with that. I want to be here. I want this to stay on. There's nothing like it. Fuck all you. All you deserve to fucking die a horrible fucking death. Go ahead, Slug.
82 and 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
You're gods, and all of you. Ye are gods, and all of you. The whole nation of Israel. The whole nation of Israel. Chiefly the elect. All right? The elect men. The 1/3, all right, and the rest of the nation. What better blessing could you ask for? Yahweh Shem Yahushai has a blessing unto the nation of Israel. The whole nation is going to be righteous. Every other nation are heathens. Go ahead.
Yeah, more.
No, yeah, go back to Revolution. I was wondering where they were at.
Revelation, I'm gonna start back at 16.
God.
Revelation 13 and 16 causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
God. You're gonna receive that charagma in their right hand or their forehead. Why? Because you are that simple simpleton. All right. You want to be a part of this catalog. All right. You want to be a part of this system. You want to be a part that partake in this world. All right. So you can continue in this world. All right. You think this is the betterment of you. Hey, this is pretty cool. I can wave my hand, turn on my car. I can wave my hand. I can think about it, and it just happens. All right. I can do all this. I'm like a warlock or something. I'm like, hey, I'm Iron Man. All right. I'm Iron Man. You're not fucking Tony Starks. He is fiction. What the, like, yeah, you want to be a super soldier. All right, go ahead and be that super soldier. All right. Matter of fact, don't wait for the draft. Go ahead and sign up. All right, sign up for Elon Musk experiments. All right, go ahead, please, so you can help prophecy move along even quicker.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
God, no man will be able to buy or sell. Buy or sell. Matter of fact, you're looking in these stores, you're starting to see locks on doors, right? You're starting to look at these ATMs, all right? They got technology for the RFID, all right? Because it's only going to be a matter of time. It's going to be implemented. You're going to still be able to get cash for maybe a couple of months, all right? And then they're going to do away with that cash. They're going to give you a time period where you can turn in your cash. And you can get 80 cents on the dollar. All right. I don't know the ratio. I'm just making it up. It's switching the currency. All right. You're gonna be, hey, turn it in right now. Turn it in right now, and you'll be able to have more money if you turn it in comparison to thinking that cash is still king.
It might even give you it might give you bonuses just to start off.
Right.
But then later on they're gonna be giving you less.
Right. So the sooner you do it, the more beneficial it's going to be to you. Why? Because that's the sooner that they believe that their agenda is going to be performed. It's the sooner that they get to, get all you sheeple, right? Get all these sheeple on one accord, so I can, choose to do what I will.
Ones who think they're gonna get it. This is Job 20:23. When he is able to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
This devil, all right, especially chiefly Esau Edom, thinks this is, you know what? We got this shit in the bag. We got it in the bag. Everything. I love it when a plan comes together. No, Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai is saying, I love it when my plan comes together. All right? Right when you think that you performed it, Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai is going to break your whole fucking system and put it to ruins. It's going to put it back to the base where it belongs, right with you. All right? And then you got 1,000 years to think about how you fucking failed. All right? But you ain't really going to have time to think about that throughout generation. Why? Because you're going to be getting your ass handed to you for all the abominations you committed unto the children of Israel. All right? Get those who didn't captive, go into captivity. We will go into the blessing, and then the new covenant after this.
So Revelation.
Bloody nose.
Is it direct or I got it? This is Revelation 13 and 9.
Get the new covenant.
Jeremiah 13.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 13:9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
God. He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. Who was led into captivity? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You were led into captivity. All right, so who's going to go into captivity? Well, who led you? Everybody else. All right, chiefly Esau, Edom. But don't think, Ishmael wasn't there like, hey, I'm trying to cut a deal. I need 4 for 5. Give me 4 for 5. Hey, I got a nigger woman over here too. I got about 50 of them. Hey, and she a good one right there. She a good one. She gonna make good stock for you. Come on now, all these other nations. All right, the merchants come to America. America. Why? This is where they make their fortune. America is nothing but a big marketplace. All right, so everybody comes and make their fortune off of America. So those who led into captivity shall go into captivity. You led us over here to the market to be sold on really butcher's fucking blocks. All right, because you were slaughtering us. Slaughtering, decimation. All right, but hey, this was a clause of the contract that we signed with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in blood. All right, so hey, we were decimated and slaughtered on those butcher blocks. Families torn apart from generation to generation, still today. All right, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to return us back to our rightful estate. All right, go ahead, Darash.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord.
So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said he's not going to do it over the old covenant. All right, he's not going to. He honors the old covenant, but it's not. He's not going to do it to the old covenant. What is he going to do? Go ahead.
Verse 33, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more.
Hashem Yahushua said he would forgive our iniquity and remember our sin no more. All right. So even the 2/3, all right, even though that they will have a shame face, all right. Hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, hey, charge that to the game. It's done and over with. All right, it's done and over with. Hey, I will remember your sins no more. It's not going to be held over your head. Yes, I'm going to deal with you in order, but at the end of the day, you are my children. You are my people, and I am your God. From the least to the greatest. All right? Any brother got a precept or anything?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 26. It says, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house.
On that. But hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to cleave the roof, cleave our tongue to the roof of our mouth. All right, that goes into the this famine of the word that is here knocking at the door. All right, and you see that through this through the digital restraints that they're doing for the information. All right, the information is being withheld. All right, so you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans better wake up. All right, and if you choose not to wake up, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to destroy you. all right, with thermonuclear fire, or by pestilence, all right, or by the sword. You think shit is cute, you think shit is funny out here. Wait until you see your destruction. Right? Wait until your bones, your body is wasting away because you hadn't eaten in 3 weeks. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai just prolonged you just enough. You got just enough fat stored up. All right? That you can your body is eating itself. You're so weak you can't even get up to go anywhere. You're just sitting on the side of the road just wasting fucking away. Looking like fucking Land of the Dead, or a fucking Zombie Land or some shit.
It's Isaiah 45 and 17 says, "But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High Himself, that formed the earth and made it. He established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else."
Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the Lord, and there is none else. All right, He made everything perfect for the way it's going to be in the way that it needs to be. All right, it is all Yahweh Shem Yahushai's will. And once again, that's why He said that we will be His people. Slakia, we will be His people, and He will be our power. All right. But with that, we want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Baasha Dabbadah, the house of David. To the next time, men of valor, Las Vegas camp, we say Shalom, Wa Abal Babal.